shortly. Right, so let's put that there. Hello, Lelia. Okay, let me just shell this on YouTube and X Twitter. Alright, Toho. You sound alright on your streams, you know. It's going relatively well. Almost Christmas. Done like 80% of my shopping. Okay, let's see here. Dang, I really did not play this that long. Alright, Marshall. Right, last we left off... Okay, and by the way, the title of the stream is not because I'm an emo, guys, right? Legit, we should be able to imbue the Soul Reaver with the power of darkness in it a little bit here. Okay, I know it's all purple, but it's not got the power of darkness just yet. Damn you, Doug. Suck up your soul. Actually, it is fucking dark. I wonder if that's because of the new OLED screen, but... We'll be doing a Christmas night stream. Oh, fuck, I always do that, don't I? Shit. Well, I guess I have to now. Oh god, that's gonna be so depressing, Marshall. Knights is now delisted for Steam. You can't buy it anymore. Such a bittersweet Christmas now.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
I bet you will, Raziel. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, because I am going to try and upload all these to YouTube, I'm playing it in like windowed mode now. Someone showed me how you actually go into windowed mode on one of these aspired ports, you know, that has no fucking like PC controls whatsoever. So now it's down to like, I think it's like 1080p resolution. Might even be a bit lower, I'm not sure, but I can play it. And I will do gas collection when I did. Hopefully they bring all that shit back. I mean, Sega's happy to bring back, you know, VF and shit, so... Let's get a look at this useless map again. Doesn't tell us fuck all. We're in the swamp, goody. I could tell that. It's just so weird, Tate, because I'm actually like properly playing through Soul Reaver 1 on like my Steam Deck. I was literally like playing it earlier, you know, so I'm playing through Soul Reaver 1 casually on here, and I'm streaming Soul Reaver 2. It's just been so long since I played this.
Was nowhere to be seen. seen. But I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine too was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
There should be a Knight's Duology. Like, well, okay, see, like, Sega's been doing, like, so good recently, I almost feel bad for being like, Sega, why the fuck won't you make a new Knights or re-release Knights? But at this point, I think that's definitely the thing I want from them the most, alright? I think that's fair to say. Right, I think we're about to go on to, like, our first dungeon, so to speak. Oh, does that come up? Oh, it does, Tay. Little Steam overlay. That looks very unprofessional. I should probably try and disable that shit. What is all this shit? Game overview. How does one disable the fucking Steam overlay? We'll figure it out. Does it even come up with the mouse? No, it doesn't come up with the mouse. Alright, Naka, how are you? Hello, Hookah, how are you? I've been fine. Just waiting for the Christmas holidays to come. Oh, what are you? Do you have a soul? You don't look like you have a soul. You do have a soul. Okay. Well, sorry, but we just souped it up. I was actually really contemplating either playing like this or some more Virtua Fighter tonight. I think there's like, this might be the last day of VF at the moment. Oh, wait a minute. Alright. Put this mirror shield on here. Can you tell it's been nearly 20 years since I played this game? What do you think of the Silent Hill 2 remake compared to the original? I was playing that yesterday, Hookah. I actually just made it to the hotel, so I'm getting there. I'm nearly at the end. But I think it's really good. Is it better than the original? I have way too much bias for the original, so I'm gonna say no to that. But it's really good. Blooper team, they nailed it. I'll tell you this, the combat in this game is decidedly worse than Soul Reaver 1. At least when you're just trying to button mash. I don't think that should be the case. Gee, I wonder what we might need that for. Okay, seriously, it is really dark. Again, I'm still getting used to this brand new OLED monitor of mine, which I really like, but there's something I can... No, again, there's fuck all, options with this effing game. Nice drink coastals. Aye, one for light, one for darkness. Right. I think we need it for that. No, I can't imbue the Reaver with dark. We haven't unlocked the dark element yet. Sounds so emo, alright? Like, I love Raziel, but he really is just like, you know, if I was slightly younger and the company I kept during my teen years was slightly more rambunctious, this guy would have been my hero, you know? Like, I'm sure there was a few, you know, Legacy of Kain, Linkin Park AMVs on YouTube back in the day. How am I getting up there? Oh, for goodness sake. Why whenever I'm streaming? Uh-oh. I heard that. Anybody? How's everybody else staying? Is everybody over the Game Awards hype yet? Because I'm noticing everybody hates Astrobot now, you know? Like, that game was like a champion of, you know, the video games industry, alright? It's like, during a year where there's all these, like, layoffs and all these failed live services, off came Astrobot, okay? It became the game that we deserved, but not the one we needed, except we did kind of need it. But now it's one game of the year and everybody hates it, so, that's good. Into Shemi 3 real reaction. Oh, dang. Quite the Okami fan then. In fact, can I just do this? Yeah, Okami was very cool. It was weird that they closed out with it. Well, okay, no, they kind of closed out with Naughty Dog's thing. Or did they? I didn't actually, like, watch the Game Awards. I just sort of, like, saw a recap of all the announcements. But yeah, Okami was definitely a highlight. Even more shocking than the game itself, it's the fact that Kamiya is now back with Capcom. Like, wowzers, you know? I just remember being very happy. It wasn't some sort of default insert big budget blockbuster movie like the game of the year. I mean, the thing is, Hookah, and I was saying this, I was definitely thinking this to myself. See, if Astrobot didn't win, because that was the game I was champion, then I definitely would have had the reaction that everybody else currently has, alright? I'd be like, oh, well, fuck the Game Awards anyway, they're all fake, fuck them, blah, blah, blah. Like, 100% I would have that reaction. So, I can't even be too mad.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
Coming 2 is really cool. I really like the first one, but I had very high expectations. Comparing it to Zelda, I like Coming 2, makes combat better. Like, yeah, it probably will. Oh, actually, you know, that's a good point, because, you know, even back in the day, you know, Kamiya, he was very open about the fact that he took a lot of inspiration from Legend of Zelda. So what if Okami 2 is literally just Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know if I want that, alright? Where's my have them this year? Last year. Yeah, like in terms of overall announcements, it was definitely a good show. Alright? 100%. I mean, we were talking about it the other night there, but who can guess what my favorite announcement was? I bet you can guess. You can definitely guess. AI cat game. An AI cat game. At that point, shouldn't you just get like a real cat? Alright? That will learn as it goes. Like, somehow I think that'd be a better use of your time. Oh god, the Reaver actually kind of works as like a little torch. Alright, I know what we must do. Well, I don't know how we're gonna do it, but I know what we gotta do. Have you ever played, oh, what's it called again? It was on Game Pass. Hello Kitty. No, not Hello Kitty. That's Japanese. Little Kitty, Big City, or something like that. That was a brawl game. I actually really liked that. Right, we're stuck in here. Oh, piss off. Okay, I'm sure we, okay. I fucked up. I've definitely fucked up. Because what we need to do is we need to go down here and get that light medallion. You know, like the Legend of Zelda. Somehow. Nothing gets changed in here, does it? No. But we're gonna have to take it through that door that we can only open from the other side. Strength must first be fully restored. I can't see KG and Infinity going back to Capcom. Why do you do it cap.com? So I want to hook up, but I'm currently JRPG'd out, okay? I beat Dragon Quest 3 the other week there, and before that Mario and Luigi. And before that, like, Metaphor. I'm okay for RPGs for a little while, alright? Actually, Doug, I wanted to ask, what version do you think of the modern... what version do you think of the modern... I'm guessing you're saying Shenmue there is best. I was planning on trying it out next year. Any of them are good, honestly. Naka, PC, PS4, Xbox One, they're all kind of the same. I don't know if there's even, like, any... Obviously, if your PC can handle it, play it on PC, because you'll get, like, higher resolutions and shit. But it's one of those games that's, like, locked at 30 FPS, because it's, like, the game is, like, old enough that they unfortunately have to do it like that. So, you don't have to worry about, like, frame rates or whatever, but... If you're going to be playing on consoles, I imagine Xbox One and PS4 is identical. Can I throw this? No. Oh, okay, I think I know what I need to... Actually, can I shoot it with the Reaver? No, not quite. Okay, something's going to shine. Aha! I see what they're doing. I see what they want me to do. I need to get the light to shine through here, and then it will jump off that and then light that up, and cool things will happen. How do we get rid of this, though? If I could fucking see where I was going. Right, so this is where I went out last time. This door's gonna, like, shut itself once I go through it. Or that as well. But yeah, like right now I'm playing Silent Hill 2, Soul Reaver 1. I actually started, like, I didn't mean for it, but it's one of my favorite games, so what the fuck do you expect? I started playing Jak and Daxter 1 because it came out on like PS5. I just started playing it and I'm like, oh fuck, I'm playing this now. So, yeah. Okay. No, I know what that's for. I know what that's for. Oh, wait, can I... Aha. Yeah, dancer. Okay. Okay. I see what you're doing. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Actually, didn't use the Soul Reaver as well. You could be dealing with some spiritual energy right about now. What do you think to the Game Awards show? Well, I was just saying I thought it was pretty good this year. Like, I do think that the Game Awards is shit overall. You know, like, I know what it is, alright? It's a big advert, okay? But you get cool announcements, so we kind of tolerate it, don't we? And the announcements were very good this year. Oh, I was sleeping, Marshall. Actually, you know what I did? I think I'd said this before, but it was Thursday night, and it was like in the middle of the night, and I was just like, look, I'm not watching it. I'm not staying up that late. Fuck that. I'll just watch them the next day. So I got drunk, alright? And I'm like, alright, if I get drunk, I'll just fall right asleep, and I'll sleep right through it. It's brilliant. That didn't happen. I got up at like 2, half drunk, Sarahheed, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I better check it. I'm not gonna get to sleep if I didn't check it. I check it, there's a new Virtua Fighter, and I don't sleep the rest of the night. I'm like, there's a new fucking Virtua Fighter! And, I was absolutely knackered the next day. Does anybody here give a shit about Virtua Fighter? I don't think I've had I know we played a bit of VF5, but I don't think I've had a proper gush about that game yet. Like, why is Akira in a little fedora hat? Yeah? Why does he look so homeless? Why is Sarah now called Stellar? Like, that's not Sarah Bryant, that's apparently somebody called Stellar. I don't know what's the score with that. You have something I want. This one I think was 3 on Dreamcast as a kid. See, isn't that version a bit shitty though, Adam? But mind you, I didn't even like the version in Infinite Wealth. So I don't think I'm a VF3 fan at all. The only 2 that I've really properly played a lot of is actually 2 and 5. Never really touched 4. I need to fix that, but yeah, I never really touched that yet. Oh god, depending on how you look at it, it's maybe even like longer than that, Toho. for me. Welcome back, Lilia. We're just stuck. The new. Eh? Oh god, my health's no full yet. I remember for the DC port wasn't great, at least compared to the arcade, but it's been so long to play it, I don't remember much about it. Apparently the Dreamcast port was not done by AM2. I know that was a thing. Which, I don't know if I'm just, maybe it's just placebo, but the Dreamcast port of Fighting Vipers 2 was done by AM2, and I think that is really good. I really like Fighting Vipers 2. I especially love it in like Man Who Erased His Name. I had a pal over one night, we just played that game like a good 2 or 3 years straight. I feel like I'm missing something back there. Let's try the other bit, actually. It's Josh. How are you doing? Oh god, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Actually, Lilia, you would like this, because Kain and Raziel, they have one of those, like, great rivalries that, you know, there's probably 1 or 2 fanfictions out there about them. I can't say, I mean, they're literally, like, you know, gothic emo vampires, 2 of them. Both, like, sword-wielding guys, you know. One sucks blood, one likes to suck your soul. Yeah, there's gotta be fanfictions out there. Surely. I know you said you're not too into anime nowadays, but is there any more recent future interest? Nah, not really a guy. Really, genuinely, I don't know a thing about modern anime these days. I'm fine, he said, just waiting for Christmas, I was saying. Aye. The vibe I get is that, like, because I thought Raziel was cool as shit as well when I was younger, but as I get older, I think I lean more towards Kain, you know, as a character. And I've not even, like, really played the Blood Omen games fully, but when you get, like, the lore behind the legacy of Kain and, like, what he himself went through, like, I've not played the Blood Omen games, but I kind of, like, I'm quite versed in the lore. Yeah. And yeah, I think I'm more identify more with Kain these days, yeah. Fighting Vipers 2 I loved as a kid, I remember playing that much more in VF3. Never played VF1. Oh wait, Fighting Vipers, no wait, I'm sorry, I cannot read. I had it on the Saturn, and I also had it like on the Xbox 360 and that, because what is it? They released like VF2, Fighting Vipers 1, and Sonic the Fighters on like Xbox 360 and PS3. I had all of those. You listen to Kane's voice actor version. They're both really good, alright? I wonder if that video, surely that video is still on here. The one where you have like the voice actors in the studio blethering away at each other. Love to watch that again. do I get over there? I have no desire for blood. Souls relay, but I don't want to fight. Oh wait, aha. Eh? You're taking the pass, aren't you? There we go. Can I spin it from here? Gosh darn it, how do you get up there? I would love to know. I know they're like, so there's some things like that around here. Like obviously they're depictions of the Soul Reaver, and if you hit the things in the ceiling and that, then it'll do something. But I don't know. I doubt that'll do anything. I mean, let's give it a try, I suppose. Hello, sly glitches. How are you? You don't gonna soak up any souls, Raziel? You're not hungry? Oh, you should be fine anyway. That was my opinion on the Game Awards. Oh god, I think I've been asked that like 5 times already. I thought the Game Award, I don't like the Game Awards overall, but I thought this year was pretty good. The announcements were good. Virtua Fighter, hell yes. Excuse me. I played the new Astrobot. I did play the Astrobot DLC, Marshall. It's fucking amazing. There's some deep cuts in terms of like the bots in that DLC. I'll no say them, but oh god. You're just playing it and you're just like, really? That one? But yeah, no, I like yeah, it doesn't look like that does anything. Oh, hold on. On the bus. On the bus. Can I do this yet or no? No, just this yet. Ah. Here we go. The power of darkness. Tony J, yeah, indeed. What elaborate shining puzzle do you want us to do here? Right. I don't think there's even any light on that thing yet, so let's go down here and immediately regret it. Yep, I immediately regret it. I love doing these puzzles a lot. So do I, honestly, Lilia. Like, maybe not when people are, like, watching you and you just feel like you're constantly stuck. But I love a good game with, like, environmental puzzles. Like Ico. You know, Ico is a great example of that sort of shit. I never really solved what was in the other one. Hold on, let me go that way again. Maybe I need to do something similar. Shifting a block. Maybe my health isn't fully... No, it is. I just unlocked this ability in Soul Reaver 1 too. He doesn't have... He's like... You know what I was amazed by? In Soul Reaver 1, right? Raziel has the Psy Loop from Sonic Frontiers. Alright? He doesn't have it in this game. Okay, they came and dropped it for Soul Reaver 2. But I was looking at like footage of the remaster and I saw that. I was like, oh fuck, that's where Sonic Team got it from. They didn't nick it from Knights, they nicked it from friggin' Soul Reaver. Okay, I came into here and I didn't really... Oh wait, these, I can move these. Ah, I can move this. I can move this. Doesn't Knights predate Soul Reaver? Fuck. Shit. Knights was 1996. When was Soul Reaver? Oh my, Marshall. You may be onto something here. '99. All right, never mind then. Soul Reaver nicked, copied for Knights. What can I do with that? Is it something in the spirit world, maybe? Nah. Primal vibes. Primal, that was another good, like, gothic style, like, puzzle solving game, aye. Now let's play the Primal all the way back in the day, I remember. Actually, isn't that... That's on, like... You can play that on, like, PS4 and PS5, can't you? I think I must... Surely I own it. It's one of my favourites right there, that Ian. Oh, I forgot actually using the Reaver's projectile also burdens Raziel. Pretty amazing soundtrack. Yeah, I remember some of that. I think my... Hold on. I have to do this once per stream, guys. Be right back. Okay, yeah, here's my copy right here, and I think it comes with... It doesn't come with a soundtrack. I had the soundtrack, I swear to fucking God. Some copies of this game came with a CD. I think I rebought this years later. In fact, I definitely did, because it does that fucking thing like at a game station where they put like we prats and put like a big red P on there, you know, shaming your video game collection. Like, somebody traded this in and you bought it second hand because you're a poor piece of shit. All right, so cheers for that game station. Anyway. Do I go into like another room for that or something? If I do that, it closes it off. Okay, I'm just gonna try leaving it like that. Maybe I can come back to it. But no, maybe if I go into the spirit world, well, on top of that, that will go up, maybe? No. That goes way disfigured, though. Holy shit! Ah! Right. But I can't pick that up. I'm in the spirit world. What are those purple lines on the walls when it's a remaster? Tut tut, aspire. Right. I'm gonna have to go back and try that again in the material world. Well, yeah, you're in the material world and the spirit world. You can do different things in both worlds. It's part of the puzzle solving. That was where I got my N64 from. Game Station. Oh, was Game Station that old? Flippin' egg. Well, I suppose they did some sort of retro shit. I remember. Chips was the go-to for me back in the day. There's the skin. Oh yeah, you can see it's a lot more noticeable in the first game, but you can basically switch between the old and the new graphics on the fly, but it looks like the graphics for Soul Reaver 2 are largely unchanged. But yeah, I think the remastered one looks pretty good. Yeah, look at that, you can tell they did some work for that pedestal. For the modern visuals, the classic visuals. I guess the modern ones, Marshall. In fact, I'll tell you a really silly nitpick, right? In Soul Reaver 1, it's the PS1 version that they use as a base. And I didn't play this game on the PS1, I played it on the Dreamcast. And the Dreamcast version was basically a remaster. Like, it legit had an updated model that actually looks more like this modern model than the one that was like the PS1 base model, alright? And that model is kind of what I grew up with, so you know, PS1 was 30 frames per second, Dreamcast was like 60, right? Like Crystal Dynamics clearly took advantage of that console when it came out, you know? So, there, alright? Dreamcast does what PS1 don't. So yeah, it would just be nostalgic if you could like see the Dreamcast visuals, but most people played it on the PS1, whatever. What's funny about the PC version is a lot of the mods are actually from the alpha, but they had to downgrade them for the PS1. The PS1 model for Raziel in Soul Reaver 1 looks off. Like, something about the eyes, I don't know, alright? It's very, again, I'm biased, I'm very biased, but yeah, it looks weird. IMHO. Oh, come on, give me a portal. Just waiting for my health to go up. There we go. Played it on the Dreamcast. Hell yes. It was a very impressive game with the PS1 hardware. Yeah, Digital Foundry actually did like a DF Retro on it, and they were talking about some of the achievements that was there on the PS1. Like, apparently it runs at like a higher resolution than was like standard for the PS1 at the time. That, and obviously, you know, like, you take this for granted nowadays, obviously, but Soul Reaver had no loading screens, okay, on the PS1. That's why you had, like, a bunch of, like, long corridors that Raziel would just have to, like, run down randomly. It's because the fucking game had to load. You know, impressive shit. Oh, it's an eclipse. Is that where the power of darkness comes from? It's an eclipse. Oh.
Right now, the director has posted some comparisons a few years ago, and you can really see what they went back and got.
Goddamn PlayStation rune. Thanks for everyone, eh?
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control. And I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me. And I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power.
And our health went up. So yeah, now we are true emo vampire. We possess the elemental power of darkness. Which, you know, when it's an RPG, you don't tend to get darkness first. You know what I'm saying? That tends to be like near the end. Is this where we meet?
Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Alright, if I'm not mistaken, the elemental powers, they don't do anything for like
Concentric circles, one
combat.
eclipsing the other. I recognize this symbol
can't quite
from
remember
the door
actually, shit.
sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now, armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
I think it's like the second dungeon at the Sarafan stronghold. Right. I think I said before as well, but unlike, you know, Soul Reaver 1, there's basically like zero collectibles, zero optional shit in this game. Which I think is more of a result of like, you know, a tight deadline than anything else.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation.
This cutscene was so weird to me
Does.
because this guy is like in no other cutscene. He's more of a Blood Omen character, Vorador.
Since you emerged
Yeah.
from that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival coincides with the corruption of the pillars. But I'm wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you
Hello,
crawl
Aaron.
from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Sarafan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Sarafan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this
I'm
far
quite
without
invested,
the
alright?
guidance
It's been years since I played this.
of the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
I had no less reason to trust Vorador than anyone else I had met. In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Ordrin was the key to all this, then I would find him, and Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold, and I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
Interview with a vampire. Alright, WFC. Let's see, does the Reaver do anything with combat? No, really, no. Can I not just go back the way I went? If only this useless map would actually show me shit. It shows me fuck all. Let's go back and talk to the ancient god, elder god. It's an altar for... In fact, could I not? No, I can't use it like this, no. Okay, I don't want to be here anymore. Can I go back? Gobbledy. I will eat your soul. Man, this is like a legit, you know, level you walk through when you're in the spirit world. I require a passageway back into the Matheras. In the spirit world, water has neither heft nor lid. It stands as thin as air. I think that's where I came in. You know, this game has some pretty pants swimming controls. What game do you think has the worst swimming controls ever? This intriguing thought has just entered my mind. That Spyro game on the PS2, maybe? Nah, those summon controls were kick-ass. American McGee's Alice. I don't think I got far enough in that to... Go and say something. Yeah, Spyro and Radja, they were good, yeah. Just think of Ninja Turtles swimming. I mean, they are turtles. Grok in the PS1 was pretty rough. Oh, come on.
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am
Any
I
bother,
in
Eds?
their
Thanks for
presence
popping in.
now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Oh god. I keep forgetting this game doesn't have autosave or anything. Should probably save, that might be wise. Right, so like I said, I think we're about to do the Light Temple, if we're gonna call it that. The thing is, I know we're an hour into the stream and I probably should have asked this earlier, but how does it sound, how does it look? Because I totally forgot to turn my VPN on and the chat is like constantly disconnecting. This is so annoying when you're using a VPN. Again, it's so surprising, like, here's me switching between the two graphics right now. It's so surprising how little is updated, you know? And as I said before, you know, pretty much all of Nosgoth is just one big corridor in this game. Yeah. It really does spell like, oh yeah, we didn't have enough time to make this fucking game, so it's pretty much just a big story. Yeah. There's this long corridor so the PS2 can load its slow arse. Was this where we meet, No, not yet.
Here it comes.
A Did you just use it to describe me? That's not very nice. Is this dog gonna follow me throughout the whole corridor? There's still nothing there here I can interact with. Not quite. I'll tell you where you can put your blade. No, man. I'm getting PTSD for the very end of this game. The very end of this game is a bit of a gauntlet for Raziel. Which, I am sure that'll be fun when we have to go for that. I wonder if your health depletes more if you've got the Reaver drawn. Make a human drown in a body of water. I didn't mean it. Here, I didn't make him drown. He did it his own dumb self. Can we get an F actually for the dude that just drowned himself? I think it's only right. Doesn't look like we're getting any Fs. It was his own fault anyway. Right, from here I should be able to... Am I on the right side actually? Right, am I just about to shut this thing? I just shut it. Basta. Aha, there it is. That's where I need to go. Oh my god, the Reaver isn't imbued with darkness. Then reach a save point going over so I can watch the stream. Can't remember how save points work in that game again. I mean, I doubt a live stream from me requires full attention, okay? You can play a game and listen to me in the background, Oren. There we go. Now we're going full emo. for whatever reason, I remember this music being really nice. Am I remembering wrong? Maybe I've got some sort of like Zelda song stuck in my head instead. Seems alright so far. Can make that.
These murals left no room for doubt. These winged creatures were indeed the architects of the pillars. And while the images were difficult to decipher, the pillars appeared to banish or diminish their enemies somehow.
Is that not full health? Yeah, I'm definitely not full health, thanks for that. Okay, I reckon I can do this tonight. We've only been gone for like an hour and 15 minutes. As was said before, I'm feeling invested. I want to keep going. Why they don't port all those. Probably licensing fees, Oren. I know with Metal Gear that's a bit iffy now. Plus Blue Point's owned by Sony now, so yeah. Like, what did Blue Point do again? They did the Team Ico collection. Actually, in fact, fuck a port. Just do like a remake of Ico like you did Shadow of the Colossus, damn it. Oh god, there's a hell of a model upgrade from the PS2. Okay, I need to keep minding that when you go into the spirit world, you lose your elemental power. Oh my. Is this supposed to happen? Actually, hold on. The game made me go into the spirit realm there to like make it into this room, so I think I have to go find a fountain somewhere else. There was a reason I was Jack Dash. We were talking about that. I bought that Orin, and against my better judgment, I'm playing through it right now. And I'm gonna get the platinum trophy again, probably. Like, what can I say? I was playing it. I was just like, oh shit, this is one of my favorite games. Why did I start playing? I'm not going to stop now. I'm playing like the Soul Reavers, Jack and Daxter, Silent Hill 2, and I want to get to Indiana Jones. I want to finish all this before the end of the year. I don't think I will. I'm sort of remembering this music, yeah. You want to start Dragon Quest? Aye, right, there's a difference between wanting and actually doing, Orin. I want you to start Dragon Quest sometime before I die. Who knows if I'll get that, eh? To 100. Right, so I can't go near that, or I'm humped. This corridor sure gets squiggly in the spirit world. That was a Starmie Pokemon. I totally wanted to say that, Lelia, but I didn't want to come off as a fucking nerd, so. I'm deciding where to start. Start at 11. I don't think I could actually recommend starting at 3 anyway. Well, the 3 was bad, but it wasn't the best. In my opinion. Can I climb that wall? Nope, I've need darkness in me. I get why Crystal Dynamics was given the Tomb Raider IP. Aye, they were definitely like on top of their game for a good while there. Oh, why did Square Enix sell them? I'll never understand. Like, Square Enix could have had this. They sat on this IP for fucking years. Okay, they tried to make an MMO and that failed, to be fair. Actually, no, to be fair, they fucked it up. They failed. They finally released the Kick app on TV, just letting you know. What, you mean like the streaming service? I don't know, does anybody here watch Kick? I don't know, is Dr. Disrespect on there? Are they the only guys that'll take him? I did see, like, it came up in, like, my recommended, but I did see Dr. Disrespect's reaction to Astrobot winning Game of the Year. Of course, he was like all, you know, oh god, some kid's game won Game of the Year, ugh. Actually, you know what? We could definitely make jokes about him in kids' games. Let's drop this. Let's drop this real quick. Oh dear. Fucking weirdo. No wait. I should be able to get in there. Oh god, that room's fucked up. Our soul! I will eat your soul now. Where is a portal back to the physical realm? Come on to fuck. It's like you just moved to a new house and there's never a fucking socket where you want one. There we go. I need darkness for that. Man, this PS2 sure has to load, don't it? Yeah, Soul Reaver 1 is... I'm enjoying this, don't get me wrong. But Soul Reaver 1's definitely the better game. That I feel okay in saying. Oh god, what the fuck are you? Why is the camera suddenly already close to Raziel, actually? I just realized I swapped to the the classic graphics, didn't even notice. I think there's something darkness related I could get back there. I don't think I'm getting back up there either. Do I get many days off at Christmas? Not a great amount. Let me think. I'm actually working Christmas Eve, and then I'm off till January 2nd. But, you know, any time off is time well spent, or something like that. Right, come here, you. I need your soul. When is the Majima game coming? February 21st, the week before Monster Hunter Wilds, because that game is going to destroy everything. I think Majima might genuinely be the first RPG game where they start to panic, because it's like, oh god, it's actually not doing too well, guys, what do we do? I know we launched the week before Monster Hunter, but fuck. I'm a bit upset about that myself, because it's like, I feel like all the time I try my best to like get into, you know, to get into Monster Hunter myself, but I can, every time I try to get into one, something else is around that I want to play, and obviously there's a new Like a Dragon game coming out. First world problems, eh? Down second is a bank holiday. Well, no for me it isn't, eh? No for me it is, rather. But let me think, what else is coming out around that time? So I think like Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out in February as well. I don't think Like a Dragon or Monster Hunter has much to worry about with that game, personally speaking. But what else comes out in February? I think there's some other stuff. Xenoblade comes out in March. Hell yes, can't wait for that. I heard there was issue with the new AC game. There's one or two issues. One or two itty bitty issues that, you know, probably has Ubisoft shite in it. Isn't Assassin's Creed shite these days? I mean, it makes a lot of money, but I guess it's more like it's not really what it used to be. It's probably the more accurate way to put it. I see what the game wants me to do. I mean, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed. I've literally not played an Assassin's Creed game since Assassin's Creed 2, you know? I played like a tiny bit of Brotherhood at a friend's house, and I was just like, you know what? I don't think I need to do this every single year. I'm already like a Yakuza fan, Ratchet & Clank fan. I need to save myself 50 quid a year. I need a little thingy. Can I pick this one up? I heard there's still meant to be like a remake of Rayman 1 in development at Ubisoft, but they literally just like shut down the studio that made that Prince of Persia game, you know, The Lost Crown, which was very good, by the way. Fuck, I just realized that was this year, wasn't it? That should be on like my top 10 games of the year at some point. Or is it? I don't know. It was really good anyway. Anybody here play it? Of course you did, Night. That's why the studio got shut down. That was actually one of like the critiques for Astrobot that I kept hearing. You know, again, I didn't want to pay attention to it too much, but I'm terminally online, so I had to. But yeah, a lot of people were like, "Who played Astrobot? Nobody played Astrobot." I'm like, I played Astrobot. I really liked it. Okay, I need one of the mirrors. Astrobot sold very well. I think it did, Marshall. Apparently in like its first, I don't know, like month or two or something, it sold like 1.5 million, which obviously you compare that to something like Spider-Man 2, which sold like 10 million, that's not going to do good, but for what it is, that must have been like good, you know? And after Game of the Year, surely it's over 2 million by this point. I don't know why I'm gone here for. It will destroy me. Wait, what? Oh, I can blink it with a Dark Reaver. Okay. Let me get my health back up a wee bit first. That's no where I'm thinking it's gonna go. I've seen this star hang before, but I can't mind. Surprising to see Helldivers on there. Helldivers got announced for a few things, and I think it won at least one thing as well. Like I said, the Game Awards are all shite, alright? The way they pick their nominees and stuff, but when you see a game up there that you like, getting some gratification, you know, it's alright. It's an alright feeling, isn't it? May as well try it. We'll just go. No, I can't even make it up. Can I throw this? No. I didn't hear about Flute Guy until this weekend, by the way. So I guess Flute Guy's always been a meme at the Game Awards. Never heard of him. That shows how much I actually watch them live, you know. Actually, speaking of which, I'm parched. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Don't worry, it's a non-alcoholic drink. No idea where I'm going. Yeah. Oh wait, I can put this down. Sweet. That ornament just like returned, didn't it? Is there anything here for me to kill them with? Let's get one. Oh my god, what is this? Yakuza 3? Stop blocking. Okay, this might actually be more helpful. This particular item. See what I mean? Right, what is this day again? Oh, that's where you put the star hang, right there. Oh, where was it again? No, we're doing that first. I feel like I need to... Actually, I need this open for that star hang, don't I? Oh yeah, I do. Because Raziel can't he just chuck it? You know, he can't just chuck it across the chasm that he can easily glide air. No, it's got to be more elaborate than that. Why is there like a million zombies now? And I forgot to shoot it with the darkness, and now I don't have the darkness anymore. I have to go find another fountain. I really did just go full emo there, moaning about not enough darkness inside me. But it's okay because we're about to obtain the elemental power of light. We are about to go from Final Fantasy to Kingdom Hearts. The famous catchphrase that I keep insisting that I nicked. Seriously, it's only a matter of time before I get an exposed video made on me. Alright? Where's the dark fountain again? Shit. There's one. Open your heart to darkness. Who said that? Is that like Mickey or something? When the bridge goes away? Is it going to the spirit realm? Actually, this is where I want to be. Kingdom Hearts 1 Anthem. The Wise. Wasn't very wise, kept getting himself killed. Oh, this is gonna be annoying. Got it. Pick that shit up, Raziel. New run. Run, you fucker. Oh, man. I just unlocked a core memory, but I just unlocked a memory of mine, by the way. You see the way Raziel is running right now with this thing in his hand? I used to run like that when I held something similar. I used to do that all the time. I played like so much of this game that, yeah, fuck. My parents didn't question too much. Fuck's sake, Lilia. Right. Give us the light. This is Raziel's redemption arc, okay? He died. He turned into a Heartless. But then he got like a blade. Alright. And now he's imbuing it with the power of light. You know, it's funny. The fucking lore of Legacy of Kain is arguably just as confusing as Kingdom Hearts. But nobody moans about that, do they? Nobody moans about Legacy of Kain's lore being too shite. The Light Reaver.
I plunged the Reaver into the forge and imbued the blade with the elemental power of light. Thus armed, I now had the means to re-enter the stronghold and finally use Mobius's time-streaming device to accomplish my own ends.
Oh man. At the very least, I want to watch my favorite cutscene. Okay, and which, incidentally, may actually be the most important cutscene in the whole series. I want to at least watch that. I think I know where I want to get to before we wrap it up, so we might be here a little bit while longer, but y'all don't mind that, right? What the fuck are these things? Okay, those crystals definitely look better on the PS2. Alright. Alright. Off we go to find Riku, I guess. Okay. And we know the internet's chock-a-block with yaoi fanfiction of those two cunts. Oh, is this where we get the long sweeping... No, not quite, no. Right. Who shut that bloody gate? Probably Mobius. Oh man, I'm remembering this now. Oh, actually, yeah, let's save. Shut the fuck up, Orin. You don't get to tell me what I need to play. I tell you what to play.
Check out the AI on those fish. They swam right from you.
I mean, that's what fish do, I suppose. Right, oh yeah, I remember what we do with that. Well, doesn't it, Nah, not quite yet. I thought it was going to start raining there. Alright, back into the Sarafan stronghold. Right in the heart. See, it's not just vampires that are vulnerable to that shit. Right, I believe it's just beyond this gate. Yep, here we go. Best cutscene in the game. In my opinion.
Show yourself, Cain.
Here, Raziel. Everything is decided here. You cannot comprehend the magnitude, the rapture, and the tragedy of this moment.
See, Kane's hyping up this cutscene more than I am.
Nosgoth is to be dragged from the wreckage of its damnation.
I understand only this, Cain. That you and Mobius have impelled me to this moment simply means I can trust neither of you. I don't know who's pulling the strings. It no longer matters, because I'm cutting them. I set my own course from here.
If it were only that simple,
Your fatalism is tiresome, Cain.
and profoundly ingrained, Raziel. You must understand, our presence here doesn't alter history. You and I meet here because we are compelled to. We have always met here. History is irredeemable. Drop a stone into a rushing river, the current simply courses around it and flows on as if the obstruction were never there. You and I are pebbles, Raziel, and have even less hope of disrupting the time stream. The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient. Except, then how do we explain William here? The beloved boy king turned tyrant. In my youth, I witnessed William's rise to power and his transformation into the nemesis who laid waste to Nosgoth.
Keep your distance, Cain.
Years later, I stumble upon a chance to journey back in history, unaware that the entire affair has been carefully orchestrated by Mobius. In my wisdom, I seize this opportunity to murder the young king before he can ravage Nosgoth, and thereby provide the catalyst Mobius needs to ignite a genocidal war against our race.
I warn you, no further.
This one reckless act,
unravels the skein of history, the nemesis never becomes the nemesis. William dies a martyred saint. I, the vampire assassin, become the author of my own species' extinction, and Mobius profits from it all. I destroyed a tyrant only to create one far worse. But how can it be so? How, if history is immutable? The answer is here in this room, Raziel. Mobius propelled William and me together, but ensured first that we were both armed with the Soul Reaver. The Reaver is the key. Two incarnations of the blade meet in time and space. A paradox is created, a temporal distortion powerful enough to derail history.
Is this your sorcery?
Not mine, Raziel. Yours.
Definitely
You
is
have
his.
nothing to fear from me, Raziel. You hold all the cards. Then perhaps I should test your sincerity. If what you say is true, you should be terrified. I could kill you here and now. And so you do, Raziel. What's happening? We're hurtling towards our destinies, Raziel. What you feel is the pull of history rushing to meet us. This is where history and destiny collide. If you truly believe in free will, Raziel, now is the time to prove it. Kill me now, and we both become pawns of history, dragged down the path of an artificial destiny. I was ordained to assume the role of Balance Guardian in Nosgoth, while you were destined to be its savior. But the map of my fate was redrawn by Mobius, and so in turn was yours. This is madness! Fight it, Raziel. This moment does not have to be an ending. It can become a prelude. I can't. You can, Raziel. Look inside and see that it is so. You have the power to reshape our inevitable futures. Poor William.
Change history.
What is this? History abhors paradox, Raziel. Even now, the time stream strains to divert itself, finding its old course blocked by your refusal to destroy me. The future is reshuffling itself to accommodate your monumental decision. This is where we restore ourselves, Raziel, and reclaim our intended destinies. It may yet be possible for me to assume my role as Balance Guardian and return the pillars to their rightful inheritors.
To the vampires. And this is the destiny you have urged me to discover. I don't know what game you and Mobius are playing, Kane, but I refuse to be your pawn. Unlike you, I still revere whatever shred of humanity I've managed to preserve. You will not use me as the instrument of your messianic delusions.
Very well, Raziel. I'll not ask you to trust me. Your truths are for you to discover alone.
Humble words for one who presumes to teach me a lesson at every turn.
And continue your journey and learn your own lessons, Raziel. Remember, Mobius led you here, but you walk away unfettered. A champion of free will and conqueror of false histories. There is much more for you to unearth, if you have the heart for the truth and the will to see it.
Whew. Okay. Aye, that cutscene's awfully raw, because it's like those moments in this chamber when Raziel is with the Soul Reaver. You know, those are the moments that could really like change history, like in the first part where he was in there with Mobius. Mobius was like terrified because he knew that at any moment something could happen. If he couldn't like convince Raziel, then he would like he could have like altered fate and like utilized his free will right there. But he didn't. But in the presence of Cain, he did. So yeah. Where the fuck am I going? Must be this way, surely. Just saw there's DLC for Shadow Generations. Oh, you just hearing about that? Yeah, I played it the other night there. It's really good. Do you know what the level is, Orin? Oh god. That's Toho, by the way. You've only still put these game on and off. Yeah, I'm just ignoring all combat. It's like I'm playing Sonic and the Black Knight. But yeah, you have to pay for it, Orin. Before this Friday start Generations. I hope you know how far away you are to the end of a metaphor. That's a hell of a game. I mean that in the fact that it's a good game and it's long as shit. You're alright, Toho, don't worry.
Seize him!
I think this is the chamber right here, isn't it? No, not quite. Maybe that's it. Mobius, your soldiers are shit. Calendar month. Alright, fair enough.
Ah, yes. I like that look on your face, Mobius. You really don't know what to do now, do you, old man? Here you are, caught without your damn staff. I suspect things aren't progressing quite as you'd hoped. You're not used to the fly turning to confront you in your web, are you?
So here, Mobius will be a lot more confident. He doesn't show it.
Now you see betrayal everywhere. Even in your closest allies.
We were never allies, Mobius. Conspirators, perhaps. Briefly.
Why did you not kill Cain when you had the chance? He was at your mercy.
Precisely. I had a choice, and I chose mercy. And now I know your sordid little secret. The significance of that displacement I felt when the two Reavers came together. Strangely enough, I was enlightened by the devious Cain, not by you. In fact, I've learned much more than you counted on. I understand now how you've tried to manipulate all of history for your own personal gain. But now all your little schemes are whirling in ruin around you, aren't they? All because I chose to exert my will for once, rather than obey the demands of sorcerers and spirits and demons, all singing the same tiresome refrain, "Kill Cain." I'm setting my own path from here, Mobius. I intend to discover the truth behind all this.
But you condemn us all with this impetuous act.
Hardly impetuous. Took all the will I could muster. Has my refusal to kill Cain reshuffled your carefully stacked deck of cards?
You really think that you're exercising your free will, Raziel? You're simply Cain's servant.
I do not serve Cain. I merely did not kill him.
Raziel, do not forget your purpose here. You are destined to be the savior of Nosgoth.
Oh, I'm sick of hearing that particular phrase. As for saving Nosgoth, so far I see precious little reason to bother. And I'll choose my own purpose from here on out, Time Streamer. Right now, I choose to manipulate you for a change. Go. In there.
What are you doing?
Come, Mobius. You're a cunning serpent. You'll piece it together, I imagine.
Raziel has been a bit of a numpty here, though.
You will operate this device to provide me passage. I want to see the world in a simpler time, before the Sarafan began their crusade.
And what about Cain? You're leaving your quarry behind.
You kill him if it's so damned important.
You need only touch the two poles of the switch, and the device will transport you. But I urge you to reconsider.
You've lost your powers of persuasion, old man. Rot here and forget me.
Oh dear. What was that sound effect? That's familiar.
Even as I emerged from that infernal time-streaming chamber, I suspected treachery. The
No shit.
stronghold was vacant, derelict, abandoned.
So Mobius has sent us into Nosgoth's future, where we can't do anything now. Nothing to stop him. Alright, there's two chambers. Yeah, that's right. Yous were all fighting each other. What you all gone for me for? See, this is where the game's like, oh, now you actually have to do shit. going all Yakuza 3 on me, damn it. Wait, am I even trapped anymore? I am. Presuming that's the way I need to go. What was my take on Dragon Quest III HD 2D? I'm currently going through it, but I don't feel compelled to try and complete it. Honestly, Lord, I think I felt the exact same way. I enjoyed it. I'm a big Dragon Quest fan, but I think I overhyped the game to myself a bit. In fact, I'll tell you what I did. I haven't talked about this yet, but a little story, and no doubt I'll say this again in a video sometime down the line, but Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake actually has like difficulty settings, and it's got like, they're called different things, but there's basically easy, normal, and hard. All right. Now, if you play the game on normal, it's the default like experience. You know, it's just how it was on the NES effectively. Hard mode is obviously like harder. They changed some things. And easy mode, here's what easy mode is on Dragon Quest III, right? Easy mode, okay, the enemies apparently like don't heal themselves as much, and your party does a little bit more damage, okay? It really does not make it that much easier. However, you don't die. Easy mode on Dragon Quest III is effectively baby mode, okay? You get to 1 HP and you just didn't die. And I got to a point where I was just like, and I feel like this way about a lot of RPGs these days. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna play them on easy, okay? I only have a limited number of time. I can't be stressing about like hard boss fights I need to grind for. So I'm trying to like get past that mental block. You know, I'm like, look, Donald, just play games on easy. All right, like don't feel bad about it. Don't feel about your game. Don't feel like you've lost your gamer pride or whatever. But Dragon Quest III. Putting on baby mode, and I was a good few hours into easy mode before I realized this. I'm like, oh, that's why I'm no dying. I can't die. And I just think that's really stupid. Alright? Like, make it a little bit easier, sure, but make it so that it's impossible to die. It's like, no. Really? Oh well. So, good game, but I do get the desire to just like, you know, you just want it to end after a while, Lord of Salmon, you know? Stop doing Yakuza 3. Just call me a tender thing. I love how the game opens on completely after you receive the vote, but I hate mechanics where you restart at level 1. Yeah, I don't like that either. I've never liked that, Lord of Salmon. I actually moan about it quite a bit. You know, I always talk about games like, you know, classic Shin Megami Tensei or Etrian Odyssey, where you kind of like have to build your own party and you're not like given party members. I prefer a game like that where you're given party members to level up, but when you're given like all that freedom, I'm just like, you know, I'm always worrying that I'm putting all my time into the wrong shit. You know what I mean?
Any doubts about the era I now occupied? This grotesque tableau certainly eliminated them. For here was Mobius, long since murdered by Cain, lionized and beatified as the martyred leader of his bloodthirsty crusade. And if I required further evidence, I needed only to behold the gruesome trophy Mobius held aloft. The severed head of Volador. The final triumphant kill of Mobius's cutthroat mob.
You hated 11? Oh man. No, I loved 11. I was actually surprised. See, going back and playing through 3, I'm actually surprised how many cues Dragon Quest XI takes from 3. Okay, they're very similar, those two games.
The intent behind this little detour was unmistakable. Having failed to make me his obedient assassin, Mobius intended to keep me ignorant of my true destiny, which clearly lay in Nosgoth's past. While his deception only
What was it for
reinforced my
corridors?
purpose,
I don't know what you were playing,
Mobius
mate.
effectively stranded me here. This left me no course but to explore the era I now occupied and see what changes the century had wrought Kane's ill-fated decision.
It totally opens up when you get the
Perhaps
ship.
time
I
cleared
don't
a
know.
path for me into the mountains, where I might unearth more clues
No, damn it.
behind the mystery of Janos Ordre.
Should really just like switch over to the Reaver. Oh my god, why you keep Orin is streaming. Good for him. Oh, wait a minute. Is that him on Discord? Did he literally just send me, as I'm streaming right here, did that fucking Italian just like... Aye, he's like, raid me. Raid me, Ducky Senpai. Alright, please raid me, okay? Oh, Jesus. Fuck off, Orin. No chance. I'm not done here yet anyway. Who's talking to me here? Okay. Sorry about that. Alright. Anyway. I think ideally... Oh my god, I'm about to go into the spirit realm. Combat in this game is not very good. Oh god, they follow you here. Hello. Oh, I'm about to get sent back to an Ouroboros thing. That never happens. Come on. Don't expose me. Mate, you expose yourself. Anybody else hype about the Okami sequel announcement? Yeah, can't wait. That should be a guess. It's so much easier to do in the spirit world. I hope I'm going the right way. But no, Kami looks bra. I mean, it literally was just like an announcement, you know? Oh, why do I feel like I'm backtracking? Fuck. It really was literally just an announcement, you know? We didn't see anything in game or that. Maybe that was in game. Maybe it's gonna look that good. Who knows? This is... Behind this door is Mobius's thing, isn't it? God damn it. Have I bought Okami? No, I never played that, Marshall. I hear alright things about it today, but no, I've not played it. I originally played Okami like on the Wii. I thought it was brilliant there. I have it. That's a game that I literally own on every console take, because there's obviously like a HD remake that I actually saw was up on the Steam charts after the announcement, because it was like on sale for like a $5 or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I can see myself even since that game. It's the Okami sequel. It's probably like years off at this point. I could probably see myself playing through Okami again before it comes out. It's just such a big commitment, you know? find our thing. Holy crap.
Raziel. What pathetic charade is this now, Mobius?
No charade, Raziel. Only the entreaties of this martyred spirit.
Your pleas mean nothing to me after all your deceit. You have propelled me into Nosgoth's future, Mobius, and left me stranded here.
I am truly sorry, Raziel, but it was necessary. Consider it the last valiant act of a doomed man. You have strayed from your purpose, and now behold the result. Gaze upon the wasteland you and Cain authored together.
I fail to see how I'm responsible.
You spared Cain, and by doing so, you have released a multitude of horrors upon this world. I can accept that Cain has murdered me, Raziel. As the Time Guardian, I foresaw that incident long before it occurred, and I take some small comfort in the fact that Cain remains the sole survivor of his vile breed. But you have single-handedly made my sacrifice meaningless.
Your argument is disingenuous, Time Streamer. I cannot see how killing or sparing Cain's future self would alter these events. This wasteland was created by Cain's original refusal at the Pillars. Amidst all these twists and turns, that event has never changed. You are cunning, Mobius. I think you've gotten tangled in me.
As Cain clings to his precious seat of power, the pillars sink into a mire of decay, dragging all of Nosgoth down with them.
I don't think this has anything to do with the Pillars, or Cain's failure to sacrifice himself. I think you're simply afraid, because you don't know what he's up to. He's a wild card, isn't he? And you don't want his influence in your game. Which is why you wanted me to eliminate him. Well, now that he survived, you have no idea what's coming, do you? Maybe, for the first time in your entire life, you're terrified that he may have truly found a third option out of the dilemma you orchestrated for him.
Cain's lies have added your mind. Leave this place and trouble my spirit no more.
If you even are a spirit, you've forgotten. I have a way to tell for sure. If you're willing to risk it. I didn't think so. Either way, you lose.
Yeah, I of course I played the shit out of Sonic X Shadow and DLC. It was really good. Mind you, I think I still need to do the extra missions. Oh my god! You know what I was just doing there? I keep trying to press the B button to like pick up a weapon, like I'm playing Yakuza or something. Come on! Don't make me go into the spirit world. Okay, this really is Yakuza 3. Now, this is a lot worse than Yakuza 3. That's all this block and push. Right. I don't know how much long... Actually, there's a save point just out here now. Yeah, I think we're about to wrap it up, guys. I'm digging this, like, I'm getting... Like I said, Soul Reaver 1, better game, but I'm enjoying, like, reliving the story here. Like, I totally forgot about that scene with Mobius's ghost there, you know? Right. The only question is, guys, do we raid Orin? Okay, if we raid Orin, you all have to make fun of him for asking me to raid him. Am I doing this right? Why do I always have trouble when I want to, like, raid somebody? See what I mean? I think it's because I have to go into the actual, like, website. Never mind. You see his username there. You all can go over and, like, annoy him if you want.
Can I... Let's see here. Can I do it this way? I could report him.
Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is to let us know how to raid him. There you go. Are you happy now? Right. Anyway, yous. That's me. I'm Offski. Thank you for joining me. See you after. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.